Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're confronting a pretty startling truth about your intelligence and your lifelong potential. You see, we all carry around these fundamental assumptions about what we're actually capable of. But what if the very foundation of how you view your own abilities is built on a complete misunderstanding?
We need to immediately address a jarring reality. Your brain? It's probably lying to you right now. It whispers this incredibly convincing story that you're either inherently smart or you're just not. But science actually shows us that this belief isn't just casually incorrect, it is quite literally capping your physical potential.
So, to understand why, we're going to break this down into four key areas: the fixed mindset trap, the science of growth, how to rewire your brain, and finally, the incredible power of the word yet.
Let's start with part one, the fixed mindset trap. This is the invisible, silent force we're dealing with. Now, what's really fascinating here is that a fixed mindset is not a personality flaw. It's just a belief. It's this sneaking conviction that if you weren't naturally born with it, then exerting effort is just pointless. It tells you that having to try hard means you lack natural talent, which inevitably causes you to just stop growing the second things get difficult. You really have to see this trap operating in real time to fix it. Let's do a quick self-diagnosis, okay? Think about how you handle tough situations. Do you ever look at a massive, complicated project and just dodge it? Secretly terrified that if you try your absolute best and still fail, it's going to expose you as not being smart enough? Or how about this one? When a boss or a mentor points out an area for improvement, do you get super defensive? Like they just attacked who you are as a person? Do you immediately look for an external excuse, deflecting the blame onto circumstances instead of just owning your actual results? And be brutally honest with yourself here. When you see someone else succeed, do you feel a little twinge of jealousy and threat rather than feeling inspired? Well, look, if you're nodding your head to any of these, take a deep breath. You are absolutely not broken. You're just running your life's operating system on a false belief that was never true to begin with. Moving right along to part two, the science of growth, and the genuinely good news that your abilities are actually highly trainable. Because the exact opposite of that fixed trap is the growth mindset. And hey, this isn't just some fluffy, empty positive thinking. It is the deeply held, scientifically backed conviction that intelligence and skill can absolutely be built through effort, smart strategies, and consistent practice. Your baseline today? It's literally just your starting point. I mean, think of your brain like a giant muscle. When you struggle, that isn't a sign of weakness. It's actually the physical evidence of your brain building itself up through neuroplasticity. You know that frustrating feeling when you just can't figure something out? That is literally your brain structurally rewiring and upgrading itself in real time. How cool is that? All right, part three, rewiring your brain. Let's look at some tangible, actionable steps you can start taking today. So here is your ultimate roadmap to becoming a lifelong learner. It all starts with embracing that brain plasticity we just talked about. From there, focus on the process. Reignite your childhood curiosity to ask questions. Change how you talk to yourself. Cultivate some serious grit. Remain a student for life. And above all, be brutally honest to catch yourself when your ego tries to pull you back into a fixed mindset. You know, society heavily conditions us to constantly chase the label of being smart and to just praise natural genius. But if you really want to grow, you've got to stop chasing that label. Instead, you need to intentionally redirect your praise toward your own effort, the strategies you use, and your sheer persistence. That process is what actually drives your improvement. And when it comes to cultivating grit, you've got to reframe how you view setbacks. A fixed mindset looks at a roadblock and says, "Ugh, this is draining my energy and proving I can't do this." But a growth mindset, it encounters that exact same roadblock and asks, "Okay, what specific new skill is this forcing me to develop right now?"
It's wild how these two mindsets act as completely different filters. The fixed mindset hears criticism and immediately thinks, "This is an attack on my identity," shields up. But the growth mindset takes that exact same feedback and translates it into pure data. It becomes a literal map showing you exactly where to improve. Same exact feedback, but two entirely different trajectories for your life.
Finally, part four, the incredibly simple, life-changing power of the word yet.
Now, nobody is 100% growth or 100% fixed all the time. A fixed mindset loves to hide in sneaky areas, like your beliefs about your temper or maybe your shyness. But to flush it out, you don't need a complex psychological intervention. When your inner voice says, "I can't do this," you just need to append 3 little letters to the end of that sentence. I'm not smart at this yet.
Because transforming your potential truly starts with that one single sentence. That one word, yet, completely rewires the context of your struggle. It takes what looks like a permanent dead end and magically transforms it into just a temporary detour on your journey of inevitable improvement.
So, here's my immediate challenge for you today. The very next time you catch yourself saying you aren't good at something, notice that familiar sinking feeling in your gut. Pause for a second and boldly add "yet" to the end of your thought. Consciously choose the path of growth.
Knowing the difference between these mindsets is a fantastic foundation. But as you look at your own life right now, I want to leave you with this question to ponder. What exact daily habits are you willing to build today to ensure your growth engine never, ever stops running?